I always come back to the point where I try to educate people on the importance of joint intersegmental stability. And this is one of the best ways to create that stability. And when you have that stability and you've done the preparation to create that stability, when you go to do the work, when you go to do your accelerations, when you go to run your 40s, when you go to run your 100s, when you go to perform, you'll be firing on all cylinders and it'll be effortless. It'll be easy. You'll just show up and it becomes easy.
Right.
So you can't make it easy unless you've done the work to get stable and to learn the technique and to refine your skill in order to make it easy.
Got it.
So unfortunately, I haven't found a great way to make it fun. Music. But what I find is the greats never ask that question.
Isn't that funny?
The greats. Every one of my athletes that are like exceptional, that are marquee, superstar, all pro, MVPs this, MVP that, music moguls, the guys that are like the best at what they do, that are used to grinding, never question it. Never.
Isn't that a lesson right there? I was just thinking about something when working with you, is I keep for the audience, I keep wanting to ask, Tim, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And I just thought of something. When you work with the best, you don't have to ask why, because they don't do anything that doesn't work.
Yeah.
The best don't do things just to
Right.
spend time.
And you know what? That's such a great insight, because everything I do has a purpose, and it's placed strategically in a certain position within the workout, within the week, within the year, to create a very specific adaptation that's going to allow you to do something greater tomorrow.
Right.
It's going to allow you to do something greater next week. It's going to allow you to do something greater in a month, 2 months, in a year, 5 years from now.
Yeah. This is why I always tell people, people I don't think trust authority or a coach or a teacher, because those people they have in place aren't very good.
Yeah.
So there's a reason there's a distrust.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect.
Yep.
And that's why I always say, look, you've got to surround yourself with the best so that you can you can surrender your trust. That person's not going to take you through anything that doesn't mean something down the line.
Yeah, and that's how I've learned. I mean, I've traveled the world studying under the very best, so I could do that exact same thing, taking years off my coaching, accelerating my coaching, because I knew that if I learned from their mistakes, it would take me so much further.
Right.
And so that's really how I created my system, is by going around kind of piecing together these different components from these different disciplines.
Yeah.
And integrating them together to create this system that's constantly creating success.
Yep.
Constantly. Everything I've just showed you today, hundreds of thousands of people are doing on a daily basis. I'm not showing you anything new. There's no rocket science, but if you do the exercise correctly and you do it like I'm asking you to do it, you're going to get a benefit by stabilizing the joint. When you get a benefit by stabilizing the joint, then when you do the work, you're going to get a benefit because you're going to be able to move more. You're going to be able to generate more force through the ground, and you're going to be able to have a better relationship with the ground, which then is going to allow you to create this biochemical cascade that's going to be coursing through your blood, that's being coursing through your body, where you're going to increase your testosterone, you're going to increase your growth hormone, that's going to allow you to create positive adaptations so that you think more clearly, you make better decisions, because the nervous system is firing on all cylinders and your body is more efficient. And now I can lead with more authority, because now I can stand in my power, because I'm utilizing the ground. I'm coming from a centered position, so that when I speak and I connect to people say, there's something different about him. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. And this is that primal thing that we were talking about. People make a decision within 3 seconds of whether or not they're going to listen to you or not. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be all based on your presence. You walk into a room and you walk in with your head down, your shoulders down, and you're trying to tiptoe into the room, nobody's going to listen to you.
Right.
You're not going to have authority.
Right.
But you walk in like you own the room and you have presence, and you're not extending out like this and boisterous, but you're holding the room with your power and your presence, then people listen to you. People are gonna say, there's something different about him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna listen. And then that gives you the stage to now connect with somebody with your story that you're so great at, that allows you to create those biochemical cascades from the attachment and neurological perspective.
Wow.
And then that is what true power and true leadership is about.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said earlier, I love the piece about here I'm 53.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to this point in my life where a sense of mastery, like I've really worked on my life, worked on my parenting, worked on my husbandry skills, leadership skills. And now I've got this wisdom.
Yes.
And now my energy's going,
Yeah.
and my cascade of chemistry is going,
Yeah.
and I want it accessed. I want, when I'm 73, I want to have this power, which is why I came to you and said,
Exactly.
hey, let's do this thing.
Yep. And that's why we're doing this work. And that's why I've always asked you that you don't, when we do the work, you don't disengage. It's about being engaged, knowing, am I actually working the muscles I'm supposed to be working? So it's an active, it's a very active process. I can't just, you have to show up in order to get better, but you can't just show up and go through the range of motion.
Right.
You just can't go through the movement. You have to do it to get better.
Right.
Everything you do.